Hi, greeting of the day. My name is Digvijay. I'm going to present here installation of Cisco ISE and what are the basic requirement of Cisco ISE. So here, before installation, I would run some presentation that will let you know that what are the basic requirement to install Cisco ISE. So first of all, here we are talking about virtual evaluation, open virtual appliance, like when we are installing Cisco ISE on VM. And so what are the memory requirement and CPU like 8 GB RAM and CPU is 2300 megahertz. So the notable point is that when we install Cisco ISE, so for evaluating guest access and basic access policy flow, a minimum of 8 GB RAM is required. For evaluating advanced features like PX grid service, internal CA, SXP that is called SGT, secure group tag exchange protocol, device administration, which is used for the TechX services, and passive identity services, which is known as Cisco ISE Connect. So if you want to utilize these features on VM-based appliance, then we should locate 16 GB RAM for that device. Open virtual appliance, template, memory, and CPU. So this is used for 3415 and 3495, 3515 and 3595 series open virtual appliance. So if you talk about 3415 open virtual appliance, which is used for the small organization, and we can allocate 16 GB RAM for that and 8000 megahertz CPU required. For the virtual SNS 3495, this is for big environments like or maybe for the production environments for the big organization, so that we can have 32 GB RAM and the CPU required 16,000 megahertz. And SNS 3515 for the small organization, if you want to implement, then we can allocate 16 GB RAM and 12,000 megahertz CPU speed. And the last one, 3595, which is latest one for the Cisco ISE appliance. So 64 GB RAM required and 16,000 megahertz CPU speed. Now, CPU requirement type and specification. So in evaluation mode, the CPU required clock speed like 2.0 gigahertz or faster and number of cores, 2 CPU cores. For the production environments CPU, that clock speed can be 2.0 gigahertz or faster, and the number of cores required for the production environments like 6 for the small organization and 8 for the large organization. Memory required for the evaluation mode appliance, like if you are installing uh, ICE in evaluation mode. So there is two types of license you can buy: basic and advanced license. Basic for the 8 GB RAM required, and that is used for evaluating guest access and basic access policy flows only. Advanced feature will let you to configure PX grid service, internal CA, SXP, device administration, passive identity services. As previously I said, like device administration, which is used for the TechX services, and passive identity services, which is used for the Easy Connect, and SXP, that is a secure group tag exchange protocol. And the next mode, production environments, like if you want to use for the small organization, then 60 GB RAM, and for the big 64 GB RAM. Hard disk space specification and evaluation mode, you can have 200 GB, but for the production environments like 200 GB to 2 terabyte, the space can be allocated. So, and Cisco recommend that your VM host servers use hard disk with a minimum speed of 10,000 RPM. And the point need to be noted: when you create the virtual machine for the Cisco ISE, use a single virtual disk that meets the storage requirement. If you use more than one virtual disk to meet the disk space requirement, the installer may not recognize all the disk space. So this is all like minimum hardware requirement to install Cisco ISE. Now I'm going to show you Cisco ISE installation. So this is my ESXi servers, and on this I will create a Cisco ISE virtual appliance. And here we have to right click on this server's IP, and a new virtual machine. You will get this option. Select typical, and here you'll define the name of Cisco ISE 1, and here select Linux, and the default you'll find Red Hat Enterprise Linux 6, and you'll select next, and here you will select the VM VLAN. I mean here VLAN 100 as based on our basic setups, and hard disk space required 200 GB. You can select this option, edit the virtual machine settings before completion, so that you can later modify the settings of the NIC and RAM and CD-ROM. So like here RAM 8 GB, CPU cores 2, and here CD DVD. You select here browse data stores 2.1, connect at power on, and that's all. After that you will start this Cisco ISE to boot. Now I'm going to start. When you start, then you will click on console. In console, you'll find these options, like the first option, Cisco ISE installation keyboard monitor. So select the first option. And when you select the first option, then it will boot, and a point will come where it will ask to enter the setup commands. And once you put the setup commands, and then it will let you to configure basic setups like IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS servers, domain name. So all these details must be ready, and you have to just enter when it prompts. So it will take just 10 minutes, and then it will just prompt you to just enter the details. So now you can see here it is asking to enter the setup commands. Setup, and then here we have to enter the details like host name ISE-1, IP address 10.1.100.21, subnet mask /24, and default gateway 10.1.100.1. This is default gateway. Domain name demo.local, and name server 10.1.100.10. This is DNS servers, and I have configured DNS servers Active Directory and certificate authority as well. No secondary. NTP servers 192.0.2.2. NTP must be synchronized and must be configured when you are installing Cisco ISE. This is time zone. If you want to enable SSH, just select yes, and default username admin, you just enter, and define password 1234 capital QW ER small. Confirm the same password. So it will take maximum 15 minutes to install, and then it will just prompt you to enter the credentials like username, admin, and password, whatever password you have assigned. In my case, I have assigned password 1234 QW in capital and ER small, and then you will log in to the Cisco ISE. And after logging Cisco ISE CLI, and then you can put the command show application status size to make sure the all services running. So hardly it will take 15 minutes, and then you can just make sure whether installation is done or not. Okay, now you can see that Cisco ISE login prompt. So you just enter the username admin and password 1234 QW year. And once you enter the detail, then you'll find the prompt and show application status ISE. You'll find to check the details of Cisco ISE, and you'll find all the services running. If you see like application servers initializing state, so that means you cannot access the GUI of Cisco ISE. So you can see application server is running. So show run, this is used to show the details of the configuration like IP address, gateway, name servers, and NTP servers. So all these detail you can see by using this command. Show version, this command will let you to check that what are the version of the Cisco ISE. So right now Cisco ISE 2.1. So that's all for today. Thank you.